Now, could I actually make it snow more? No, but elections are won on the margins by a coalition of little things that hit people personally. Trump gets this. He feels your pain in the ass. Kamala ran on democracy, which is the most important issue. But without the political skill to sell it, it added up to nothing. Meanwhile, Trump was running on, I'll make the poop go down. He never shut up about bad shower pressure, shitty light bulbs, and low-flow toilets. And then he pardoned Lil Wayne, and pardoned Kodak Black, and the CEO of Jay-Z's company, and the founder of Death Row Records, and the former mayor of Detroit. So it's not surprising that Kanye, and Wayne, and Chris Brown, and Amber Rose, and Snoop, and DaBaby all talked him up. That last one out of professional courtesy. Now, did he win the black vote? Not even close. But he doubled what he got in 2020, and in places like Philly, Detroit, and Milwaukee, that was the difference. And now he's going to do it with pot. Finally, he got around to...
Bill Maher just unleashed a brutal takedown on Kamala Harris, savage, sharp, and hilarious all at once. His latest blast lands right after her humiliating book flop, making the timing even more devastating. Fair warning, this one's explosive enough to set headlines on fire. Buckle up, hit subscribe, and let's dive in.
I told you so. I've been telling Democrats for years the Republicans are going to steal pot from you as an issue, and now Trump says...
We're looking at reclassification, and we'll make a determination.
What'd you expect? He is the master at winning votes from small groups who are passionate about one issue, picking up a couple percent here, a couple there, until on election night it's YMCA.
This one's fascinating, especially coming from a guy who never voted for Trump. Maher points out how Trump mastered the art of building small, loyal voter blocks while Democrats have spent years fumbling with no connection to the grassroots. Instead of inspiring people, Kamala turned her shot into a tone-deaf mess. Maher isn't just commenting, he's delivering a reality check on why Trump keeps shocking the system while Kamala keeps falling flat.
While Democrats offer up high-minded intangibles like equity and saving the soul of America, Trump says, hey waitress, how'd you like to pay no tax on those tips? Remember that? And everybody was like, why didn't we think of that? Las Vegas is a town where everybody gets tips, so maybe that's why Trump was the first Republican to win Nevada in 20 years. You know by how much? 50.59%. Because napalm in the morning smells like victory.
I'll say it again, the left is too idealistic, too naive for modern America. Their speeches sound good, but collapse in reality. While Democrats obsess over pronouns and identity checklists, real Americans worry about bills, safety, and feeding their families. Until they face those real struggles, they'll keep losing ground to leaders who actually talk about them.
He did it with the tips. He got the TikTok vote. He got the people for whom toilets are very important vote. He got the enough of taking our shoes off at the airport vote, the crypto bro vote, the tech bro vote, the bro vote. He got rappers and kale eaters. Oh yeah, Bobby Kennedy will never be president, but his Make America Healthy Again people, oh, that's another, 4% he picked off, and they're ride or die. Choosy yoga moms choose natural sugar and soda, not corn syrup. And they want vaccines to be their choice, and they think your breakfast cereal shouldn't glow in the dark.
Trump's strategy was simple: cut through the noise and hit the core issues: jobs, security, borders, dignity. While Democrats drowned in think pieces and buzzwords, Trump connected directly with everyday people. That's how he reshaped the GOP, reignited a forgotten base, and cracked the code the left still can't solve.
Trump never forgets. It's only hypocrisy if you had other beliefs to begin with. In his first term, he signed an executive order banning TikTok and then got trounced by young voters. So in 24, he campaigned on saving it. And apparently every Tide Pod eater responded. because his youth vote was up 21%. In his first term, he called cryptocurrency not money and based on thin air, and said it seems like a scam. And who better to know a scam? Well, well, that was then. Now he's on more coins than Julius Caesar.
Maher nailed another point Trump learns from failure. Unlike politicians who double down on losing strategies, he adapts, adjusts, and wins. Democrats, on the other hand, refuse to evolve. Instead of addressing jobs, inflation, and security, they cling to woke talking points. Trump changes course and moves forward. Democrats repeat mistakes and keep sinking.
He became the crypto candidate as opposed to Biden, the crypt keeper candidate. So, chalk up another 1 or 2%. Democrats used to own Silicon Valley. Those California do-gooder liberals who wanted to save the planet. Yeah, right. Trump came along and said, regulations? We don't need no stinking regulations. Not only did he win them over, in his second inauguration, they were all sitting up on the stage with him. There was an entire section that looked like the full range of the autism spectrum.
Another reason Democrats stumbled? Endless regulations and suffocating red tape. Under Biden, businesses were smothered by compliance and taxes, killing innovation. Then came Trump, flipping the script, cutting clutter, streamlining rules, and letting industries breathe again. Democrats choke progress with paperwork. Trump fueled growth with freedom.
Now, could I actually make it snow more? No, but elections are won on the margins by a coalition of little things that hit people personally. Trump gets this. He feels your pain in the ass. Kamala ran on democracy, which is the most important issue, but without the political skill to sell it, it added up to nothing. Meanwhile, Trump was running on, I'll make the poop go down. He never shut up about bad shower pressure, shitty light bulbs, and low-flow toilets.
Kamala Harris's infamous word salads became memes for a reason. Instead of projecting confidence, she rambled, confused, and cackled at the worst moments. What should have been clarity came across as chaos. A vice president is supposed to inspire strength. Kamala only amplified the sense of a party completely out of touch.
Not exactly ask not what your country can do for you, but for some little niche group, it was all that mattered. He's right. It shouldn't take 2 flushes to make my shit go away. That's my guy, YMCA.
Trump's win was a masterclass in political strategy. He took voters who once despised him and flipped them into loyal supporters. It wasn't just slogans or rallies, it was showing people he actually cared about their struggles. For decades, politics felt like a swamp of elites. Trump proved it could be about America first. That's why his movement hasn't faded.
People say, it doesn't make sense. He's a billionaire, from New York no less, and everything he sits on is gold. How could he possibly connect with the common man? And yet he keeps winning more of them. Trump got trounced by black voters in 2016, so he brought in some muscle from the West Coast, someone he knows black men love, Kim Kardashian. Yeah. Together they passed the First Step Act, which scaled back restrictions on felons, a connection he built on in 2024 by becoming one.
Trump played unorthodox politics and it worked. High-profile pardons, like for Lil Wayne, shocked the establishment but resonated with everyday people, especially in hip-hop circles. Suddenly, he wasn't just a billionaire reality star, he was the guy willing to act, not just talk. That bold outreach rattled Democrats and won him unlikely new allies.
And then he pardoned Lil Wayne, and pardoned Kodak Black, and the CEO of Jay-Z's company, and the founder of Death Row Records, and the former mayor of Detroit. So it's not surprising that Kanye, and Wayne, and Chris Brown, and Amber Rose, and Snoop, and DaBaby all talked him up. That last one out of professional courtesy. Now, did he win the black vote? Not even close. But he doubled what he got in 2020, and in places like Philly, Detroit, and Milwaukee, that was the difference. And now he's going to do it with pot. Finally, he got around to me.
Trump's rise wasn't luck, it was strategy, instinct, and guts. He connected on the issues voters actually care about: jobs, safety, dignity, while Democrats drowned in identity politics. He turned criticism into fuel, enemies into allies, and built a movement that isn't going anywhere. Americans don't want polished sound bites. They want authenticity and fight. That's Trump's enduring edge and the reason his influence still dominates.